well, thank you. Are you just browsing, or are you hoping to find something in particular? Just browsing? Okay, no problem. Well, let me know if I can help you out with anything. These are all of our display games, so I can go over them with you if you like. If not, feel free to browse around the store. Yes, the sale. So that only applies to our card games, and we actually have quite a few card games. All of these ones in the front, as well as this stack and this stack, are all card games, so any of these will be 2 for $10. Okay? And yes, we're cash only. Do we have any puzzles? Yes, we actually only have 2 currently at the moment. Let me show you those really quick. Okay, so we have this one. This is unopened actually. Some of the items here are unopened, but most of them are used, but they're all secondhand, okay? So we have this Wizard of Oz, and this is going to be a 1,000-piece puzzle. It's 27 by 20 inches, and it's by Thomas Kincaid, okay? It's made in the United States, and it was actually made for the 75th anniversary of the Wizard of Oz, okay? So yes, this is completely unopened. And as you can see, it is more of an in-depth, not super easy, I would suppose, because it is really intricate and detailed, and there's not a bunch of harsh lines where it'd be easy to tell where to put the pieces. So I think this would be a really challenging and cool one. And then we do have one more. This is a Christmas themed puzzle. It is a 1,000-piece Peanuts puzzle. Okay, so this is the Peanuts puzzle. Let's see. So it is fairly new, fairly good condition. Let's see. Oh, so it actually has not been opened yet, which is great. So both of the puzzles that we have are brand new and have never been used. This one is definitely more kid-friendly if that's what you're looking for, because as you can see, the detail in this box is a little more distinct, less abstract than the last puzzle. So although this is 1,000 pieces, it's going to be a little bit easier, okay? And the dimensions on this one, it's a very good question. Let me see if I can find that out for you. This is also going to be 27 by 20, so the same size as the other one. Yep. Okay. You'd like to look at the other games? Sure. Starting with the sale. Okay, so we do have, like I said, plenty of card games for sale, all 2 for $10. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 card games that are all 2 for $10. So yeah, let's go through them a little bit. I'll tell you what each of them are about, and then you can decide if you want them or not. Okay, perfect. And then we can move on to some of the more classic games over here. Okay. Well, this actually isn't a game, but it's more of a tool to use for yourself. So it says hack your nervous system, and what it is a deck of 60 cards, and basically it gives you prompts and things to do to help with your nervous system. And it's separated into 3 different colors, the cards. So the purple cards are for mild stress and maintenance. This is for when you're feeling relatively good and want to enhance that feeling. And the practices on the purple cards are going to actively build resilience in your nervous system to help you better deal with future stress and anxiety. As for the orange cards, those deal more with moderate stress or anxiety. These practices are going to help you center yourself when stress and anxiety levels ramp up. So when you're experiencing a racing heart, when you're experiencing shortness of breath, and even body tension. And as for the yellow cards, those are going to be for acute stress and anxiety. So these cards are for interventions to help you de-escalate from seemingly uncontrollable intrusive thoughts, stress, and anxiety. Okay? And this is in like new condition. You actually can't even tell that anyone has used these before, so as you can see, these are the orange cards here, and I'll give you an example of each of the cards. So one of the orange cards, like I said, that is for moderate stress. It says 4-7-8 breathing, and it kind of goes through this method where you inhale through your nose for 4 counts, you hold your breath for 7 counts, and exhale through your nose for 8 counts, and repeat 5 times until you feel your heartbeat begin to slow down. So it goes a little bit more in depth about those instructions on here, but all of those cards are similar to that, okay? Then we have your purple cards here. These are for mild stress and maintenance. So an example would be the gratitude game. Your challenge is to find one new thing every single day to be grateful for. A helpful tool to bring it back to your senses. What smells, sights, sounds, tastes, or feelings can you notice and really appreciate? Okay. And then these bright yellow cards are for acute stress and anxiety. So an example of how to help is with a cold reset. Option 1, splash cold water on your face or take a cold shower. Breathe in deeply through your nose and exhale without any force through your mouth. Option 2, place a cold compress on the sides of your neck, your chest, or belly and allow your breath to regulate as your body processes the change of temperature. Okay? So this is more of a tool for yourself. Okay, let's move on. Let's just keep going with this stack right here. So we actually do have quite a few drinking card games in here. You know, I think some teenagers did come in and drop these off for us because they didn't want these games anymore because they had played them so much already. So this is Buzzed. This is the drinking game that gets you and your friends hydrated. Okay, and this is in good condition. You can tell that it has been used. The cards are not organized, and some of them are, you know, beat up like that. But it's still very usable and a very fun game. And you can even do this without drinking alcohol, or you can just play this for fun and have something else be the kind of the punishment, if you will, or what you got to do for the cards. So if I give you an example, do your best celebrity impression. The first person to correctly guess your identity chooses someone else to drink. So instead of doing this, you could do it with, you know, a mocktail, or you can do it with food maybe. You know, so I think that could be a fun way to spice it up if you don't want to only use it for drinking. But like I said, it's a little bit unorganized. Some pieces are a little bit torn up, but it is in good condition and definitely able to be used still. Along the same lines, we have First and Last, which is the drinking game for competitive people to stay hydrated, okay? And actually on the bottom it says this is from the creators of Buzz, so you're going to get a similar type of feel with this card game. Okay, so this is in good condition. Okay. Definitely is a little bit unorganized. Some of the cards are mismatched and swapped around, but this is in better condition than the previous game. This has only been played once, I think, the people who gave this to us said. So, like I said, it is in good condition. All the cards are, you know, intact, so that's a good thing. How this differs from the last one is this one requires you to do more physical activities. The Buzzed is more about kind of like pranks, truth or dare. Also includes just some funny kind of cards. This is more like you have to do actions. So for example, this one says, the last one to unlock their phone without using their hands drinks. The first one who can't name a dog breed pours their drink into a bowl and drinks doggy style. So this is more actions. This is more like you're hanging around talking and having fun that way. Yes, definitely can be humiliating. Okay. Moving forward, we have Exploding Kittens. Now this is a really funny card game. It's really fun and addictive, okay? And it is only cards. You can play between 2 to 5 players. It's really easy to learn, and the rounds can be fairly quick, but you can play it for a long time. Okay, it does still have the rules here, which are still in fairly good condition. This is in, the whole game is in pretty good condition, okay? And some more pamphlets on how to play. And the cards are in good condition themselves. You can tell that they have been used. There's some edges that are a little bit torn or a little bit bent or softer, duller, but it is very much usable. You can only very lightly tell that it is a secondhand game, but this is a really fun game. That does not involve drinking actually, and it can get really competitive, really strategic. The other ones that we went through so far are not strategic. Those are more like you're having fun, you're having a drink, you want to kind of compete or be funny and learn more about the people you're with. Exploding Kittens, I would say, is more on the lines of strategy, and if you want to actually you know, play a game of that nature. It is really funny though. Yeah, it's one of those games where you can play it for hours. Okay, this is a long, oh, sorry, I forgot about this one. Let's see. Okay, so this is a game called Beer Smarts. Tap Your Knowledge. I don't think this has ever been used, but it actually came from another secondhand store. So whether or not it was used before then, most likely, but it's still in really good condition. It has a few different categories, and this is for people who have a lot of knowledge about beer or who are interested in beer. there's Beerology, there's Buzzwords, Beer 101, and Pub Crawl. So there's a bunch of different types of questions cards, and it has the answer on the back, question on the front. And like I said, it comes in these 4 different categories. Okay. So you have the green, which is the Pub Crawl. You have the Beerology, the purple. You have Beer 101 in orange, and Buzzwords in blue. It also does have a guide. This is a guide to the game. And this is all in really good condition. I'm actually seeing right now that all of the cards are wrapped individually with a wrapping, which tells me that this has never been used before. Okay, so this is going to be new. And the box on the outside looks a little dented, but the actual game inside is perfectly fine. It also comes with this scorecard. And it has lots of pages. Okay. This is more just like a trivia game. Nothing too strategic or in-depth about this one. Okay. Let's move to these games in the front. I'm actually going to move some of these to the side so that I have room here to work and explain to you. So this is Spotted. This is a very, very simple game. You can play it in a few different ways. It's basically this tin, and inside is a stack of cards. And this is in like new condition. It has been used before, but it is in really good condition. So it's a bunch of these cards, and they have a bunch of little icons. Okay, so you can see they all have little icons, and on each, if you take any 2 cards, there's going to be at least 1 matching item. So like I said, every single card will have at least 1 matching item to another card. So you can play a bunch of fun games like find the matching item. You could do, there's a bunch of different versions you could play. It actually comes with this little handbook, and it shows you and tells you a bunch of the different gaming options of the mini games, and yeah, so it gives you quite a few games in here actually. And this is in like new condition. I like this one because it's easy. You can play multiple different kinds of games with it, and the tin is really cute. Okay, so we have a few more drinking games here actually. This one is another complete card game. It's called Soda-Tober. So it's basically a pun on words, basically saying, you know, you're not sober. This is for 4+ players, ages 21+. It takes at least 20 minutes, and there's 125 cards in here. I don't know if you can tell, but the packaging is a little bit ripped. So let's look at the cards inside to see what the condition is of this. These cards are in like new condition. It's just the package that is a little torn up. Although the cards are a little mismatched in their in the order that they're in. You see they're not all facing the same way, but that's a very benign thing. So this is in really good condition. It kind of just goes through. I'll give you an example of what a card says. Activity. Silently act out a scene from a movie. First player to guess the movie correctly gives 1 drink. So it has different activities. It gives you like curses, which is take 1 drink every time you swear. That's an example. There's a secret card, dispose of another player's skill card. So it does have a little bit of strategy in it, as well as the fun activities and things to do while you're drinking. And like I said, you can do this with water. You don't have to do it with alcohol. Are you of the age? Okay. This one is another drinking game. It's the ultimate drinking card game. Okay. How many cards does this have? That's a good question. 100. The package is a little dented on the corners. You can tell it's just a little bit dented. Ooh, but the cards are brand new, and you can tell because they're sticking together. They're also in their right spots, and none of the cards are at all bent or destroyed in any way. They're sticking together, so I don't even think these have been used, honestly. And they have a few different kinds of cards. So there's the Pick Your Poison card, there's Bad Intentions, White Lies, and Challenge. So they all do different things. So for example, the Pick Your Poison, actually here's one from Bad Intentions. Pick someone to go to a fridge and make a mixture for you to drink or take 7 sips. Okay. Challenge. Paranoia. Whisper a question into someone's ear. They must answer aloud. If someone wants to know the question that was asked, they must drink a shot. You can drink 2 shots to avoid revealing a question. So things like that. Let's see. White Lies. Tell the group your biggest insecurity or take 3 sips. And I think Bad Intentions, not sure. Or there was one that we didn't get to, I don't think, but this is in basically brand new condition, and like the other one, it does have like some strategy as well as fun in it as well. So So for our last drinking card game, we have the Last Call. Okay, this is 3+ players. It takes 30 to 90 minutes, and you have to be at least 21 to play this. So let's see, what's the deal with this one? Okay, so it does give you a packet on the rules, which is very helpful. So it gives you a few different kinds of cards. So they are a little bit mixed up. However, you do want these to be mixed up. It comes with 150 cards. So there's a lot to go over and do when you play this game. It's a very thick deck of cards. So basically it has a few different types of cards. We have Last Who. So this card says last person who made you cry. So when you pick up the card, you basically just answer the prompt. Let's see, Last Who, call out. Who is most likely to post an inspirational quote on Instagram? Call to action. Let the person opposite you go through your phone search history. And it also has, yeah, I think that's it actually for kinds of cards with this specific game. So I would say this one is in like new condition, definitely. Like I said, we do have a lot of more games if you run around the store, but these are just the ones that we are having on display today, okay? And then we have your standard pack of cards. These are both in, I would say, okay condition. The box on this one is really, suffering, but the cards themselves are good, and there's all 52 here. You can tell they've been used, but they're not good cards, so. This box is a little bit worn, but the cards themselves are not too bad. I would say this is in good condition. The texture of these ones are a little bit better than the blue ones, I would say. There's less like grip and stickiness. Okay, so we have 3 more card games. So let's go through those. I'm just gonna take a sip of tea really quick. I'm drinking chrysanthemum tea actually, so the actual flowers are in here. It apparently helps with allergies, so. So, let's get deep. This is a couples card game. It has different levels of depth. So level 1 is icebreakers. On the back here it says different types of questions that you would find in that level. So do you sing in the shower, or what's your go-to snack at the movies? Then level 2 is deep. Then it says what's your guilty pleasure, what's something you're really good at. The third is deeper, and you would see questions like what's something embarrassing you do when no one is home, and some other questions. So this is 500 cards, and it does have instructions. This is actually from the creators of What Do You Mean? Okay, now this definitely has been used before. Everything's just a little bit bent, but it is a really simple game. Basically, you just pick out a card, you ask the question, and your partner answers the question. Okay? So I do just want to make sure that all the cards are here and everything looks good. Here we have the voting game, and this is a game you can play with your friends. It's for 5 to 10 players. It does come with instructions, so it's very, very simple. Overview basically tells you how many cards are in the box, how you set up, etc. So basically you are going to draw a card, and that is going to be a question card, so one of these black cards, and it is going to ask a question or say most likely to blah blah blah, and every player is going to use their voting cards. Let's see if I can get them out here. So these are all the questions, and then you use your voting card, and you vote on the players. So every player is assigned a number, and then you vote whatever player you think matches that the best. So it's basically like who's most likely to, but just a little bit different. And it has up to 10 players, which is really cool. These are like new. They've only been played, I think, once or twice. This is a really good game for friends, maybe family, depending on the questions. Let's see. I would say this is more for friends. But it is in very good condition. Okay, and then this is another couples card game actually. It's called a Couples Edition from We're Not Really Strangers, or maybe it's called We're Not Really Strangers, but Couples Edition. So basically this is similar to the Let's Get Deep. It goes, here's the instruction manual. Basically goes to show you different things about your partner. You can talk about different things. There's 3 different levels. First level is level 1, perception. Second level is connection. So sorry, I realize you can't see. And the third level is going to be reflection. So there's a lot of different questions in each. I'll go first and show you. What do you think is the greatest source of stress for me right now? Another example here. What's one small thing I do that tells you everything you need to know about me? What answer of mine surprised you the most throughout the game? So it's a really good reflection tool, and allows you to learn more about your partner. So, okay, so after what seems like forever, those are all of our card games that the cards are the only component, if you know what I mean. But now we're going to move on to some more classic games that you have to actually, like there's a board or things like that. What are you thinking so far of the card games? You definitely want to take some of them? Yeah, I mean, they're 2 for $10 right now, so it's kind of hard to say no, right? They're typically, they vary. It depends on the specific card game, how in demand it is, how well it's kept, the state of it. It really does depend, but they're usually not too expensive. Okay, let's move on. This is Telestrations. Okay, now this is a 6-player family pack. The telephone game sketched out. Draw what you see, then guess what you saw. All players simultaneously sketch, pass, guess, and laugh to reveal hilarious and unpredictable outcomes. Contents: over 800 words, 6 dry erase markers, 6 reusable sketchbooks, 3 cleanup cloths, 1 instruction, and 1 die. Okay. Here's the instructions. Okay, so as you can see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it comes with 6 of these little dry erase markers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 2 of these have not been used, but 4 of these have been used, and you can see they have not been actually wiped off, so that would definitely be easy to get off because it is just a dry erase marker, and it does come with these cleaning pads as well that have not been opened. Okay, let's go through a blank one just to show you. So you would put your name, your secret word goes here, it goes through the instructions as well, and then you sketch that, guess it, sketch it, guess it. So it kind of just goes in that order, but you take these and you pass them around, and it's a really fun game. This is definitely family friendly. It's really good for friends as well. So I would say it's very versatile, and you don't have to be a genius at drawing or anything like that. Okay, and then it comes with these cards, which are also in really good condition. And this just tells you about the dice. Okay, which is right here. And this is in good condition. So I would say this whole thing is in pretty good condition. But this is a very fun game. And good for all people, all groups, because you can cater it to whoever you're with. Okay, so this is also a fun game. This is the chameleon, if you can see it from back here. When you're up close, you cannot see that it says the chameleon. Okay, this is the super social whodunit party game. Everybody knows the secret except the chameleon, but who is the chameleon? To catch them, players must describe the secret with just one word. Too obvious and the chameleon blends in. Too vague and you start looking guilty. Now let the frantic debating, hoaxing, and finger pointing begin. Be careful, choose your wrong player and the chameleon escapes. So this is a very fun game. You can play it with friends or family, so it's again very versatile. Okay, so we have green and blue cards. We have a board here, and then we have topic cards. All these cards are in good condition to me. They seem like new. You can tell that this has been written on before, and it's very easily cleanable, so. Okay. Now also comes with a little dry erase marker. This one is, I would say, needs to be replaced. But dry erase markers are easy. A lot of people do have them at their houses already, so. Okay. It also comes with this numbered dice and this normal dice. So you use these in conjunction in the game. This is a very fun one though too. And like I said, they're both very versatile. Okay, perfect. Okay, so we have Don't Drink and Draw. This is basically drinking Pictionary, if I have to describe it in one word or 2 words. So the box is definitely ripped on the side. It has drawing and guessing sheets. Okay, it says player name, person, action, location, points. So it's a little tiny bit unorganized here, but we do have all the cards nonetheless. And they're all in really, really good condition. What's so interesting about these cards is that they are square, which is really cool. I do have to say the ends of these cards are really sharp. So I would say maybe be careful with that, but this is not a children's game, so it does seem as though all the cards are here. And so we have a person card, we have action card, we have a location card, and then you essentially draw these things and play Pictionary, but you drink while you do it. And it does have instructions as well. Okay, so here we have a Scrabble Frenzy tile and card game. So this game is really fun. You basically lay out a bunch of these different cards. So there are power-up cards, which are the blue cards. And then you have the red cards, which are the word cards. And basically you use this. This is tells you what round you're on. And you have a pile of these chips. You put these, you lay these out, and you basically compete and move very fastly to try to put your tiles in and make the words before someone else can. So it's a really fun game. It's really user-friendly, family-friendly. So like I said, you can use this for older people or younger people, kids, whatever. It's universal. Also comes with instructions. All the cards are in really good condition. As you can see, there are a bunch of these little tiles, so it's very fun. is in like new condition. Okay, we just have a few more to go through. So here we have your traditional Scrabble, okay? Comes with nice instructions. We have our bag of goodies here, which is our letter tiles. We have our 4 wooden tile holders, and these are in really good condition. And then just our board, so let's take a look at it. Okay. This is in very good condition. It's like new. You can barely tell that anyone has ever used it. It does give you a letter distribution key down here, so you can see how many of the letters there are in this bag here. Okay. I do just like to check that all of the tiles look okay. So if you don't mind, I'm going to there's a we take up a lot of space with these games around here. There are a few that have just a little bit of a mark on them, as if they've been used or maybe stained. Most of the other ones are in really, really good condition though. It also does have a lot of information here on the lid. Okay, here we have a game called War Shots. Now this is a drinking game, but you don't have to use alcohol. You could use any substance that you want, but this is based on the game Battleship. But basically, you guess the coordinates to sink your opponent's ships, and you take a shot when your opponent scores a hit. So typically, you would not put shots in there because it's way too many, but they're tiny little shot glasses, so I will show you that. Now it does say 2 players, but you can do teams of 2. Okay. Oh, little shot glasses. Okay. So, yeah, they're like little, you can just like pour a little bit of your drink in there or whatever. Honestly, these cups are a little dirty. You know, this is a little dirtier than I thought it was, and because people have drinking out of it, I actually think I'm going to take this out, just because I don't know how sanitary it is. I did not realize that people had used this before, so I'm going to throw this out. But I have played this game myself before, and it is really fun. So, oopsie, if you come back, maybe we'll have another one, but as for right now, I am going to set this one aside because it just, you know, just for sanitary purposes, and because it doesn't come with more clean shot glasses. You could clean them yourself, but, you know, I don't want to sell it on the floor, so let me go take this. Alright, now for the last game, this is the most classic board game, Monopoly. And if I'm being honest, I feel like every Monopoly I've ever seen looks like it's been used a ton. So, as you can see, it is a little bit unorganized, but let's just check the actual condition of it. Comes with the instructions. So, just want to organize this Monopoly money really quickly. So as you can see, it definitely has been used before. But, oopsies, I believe that all Monopoly money probably looks the same way. Well, I usually don't go ahead and organize them while I'm showing you, but I just feel like with Monopoly specifically, there's just always so many components to it, and it can be a little confusing, you know. Okay, let's look at the board. Let's see what it's looking like. Wow, okay. So the board itself looks like it's in fantastic condition. Yeah, it does have like one stain right there, but it looks really, really good besides that. So. All of our houses and hotels. We have our community chest cards and our chance cards. Do you like Monopoly? Yeah, it's definitely fun, but you can only play it once in a while because it's so long and in depth. I have 9 different player icons here. Okay. You have the 2 die. And we have all of our property cards here. So it does look like we have all of the items that we need. I just needed to get that a little bit organized for you so we could properly show. Okay, put the cash in here. I forget how it's set up. Oh, that's how they like when you're doing it. Okay. All makes sense now. Thank you for being patient with me. I really appreciate it. Okay, so as I'm cleaning this up, I do just want to ask you, now that we've looked through all of our displayed games, are you interested in taking any home with you today? You are? Okay, perfect. Let me just get this all cleaned up and then we can move forward with that. I have a lot of things going on over here on this desk here, but okay. How can I help you? Which games would you like? Okay, so the chameleon for sure. Okay. You want the Scrabble? And I know you were looking at the puzzles earlier. Did any of them catch your eye? You like the Wizard of Oz one? Yeah, of course. And because this is completely unopened, you're getting a steal for it. It's awesome. Okay. And you want to do 2 card games to do the 2 for 10? Yeah, no problem. Which ones would you like to do? Okay, let's see. So, you want to do 1 like fun drinking card game? If I were to say 1, are you looking more for just like to sit down and have a good time, or do you want to be like running around doing activities and doing like fun prompts? Okay. I would say honestly to do the first and last. Yeah, because it just combines everything that you're wanting out of it, so I would definitely say this one. And the condition of this one is like new, so this is a really popular game as well. So okay, and then you said 1 more. Okay, a game that you could. Okay, more of a strategic game. Okay, I would definitely say that the Exploding Kittens is a good one. This actually has a lot of different expansion packs to buy. So even when you have fully played the game out, you can go to the store, get more expansion packs. They have different cards that do different things, and it's, a way you can make the game even more fun and add on to it. So, okay, perfect. perfect. So let me just clear this off really quickly, and then I do want to get you paid and out the door. We do actually put all of the games in boxes just because it's easier to carry that way. Okay, perfect. Let me just remove these for you. Okay, these are the ones we're going to keep. Okay, so we have 5. These are going to be 2 for $10, and these are all a variety of prices, okay? I know I mentioned this in the beginning, but it is cash only. Okay. Get that box. congratulations. And I'm going to throw these in here as well as this receipt. Your total for today is going to be $44. Okay, before I do that, before I grab your cash, I'm just going to wrap this for you, okay? Just because I want to make it easier. So this has all of your games in there, okay? And I can take your cash now. Thank you so much. Okay, let me just double check. Oh, I think I just need $20 more. Yes, I'm so sorry. Thank you so much. Okay, so one, two, okay, well, thank you so much for stopping by today. I'm so glad that I was able to help you. Of course. Would you like me to carry this to your car for you? You got it? Okay, no problem. Well, here you go. And again, thank you so much. And have a wonderful rest of your day. You too. Bye-bye.